Let's get everyone's attention here. I'd like to introduce Shailene here. She's going to be helping host MC tonight. She also made the video that's been playing and will be playing throughout the night as well. Pretty much went from the start of the season all the way to the end and took a lot of work putting it together. So thank you, Shailene. And we're going to start off with Shailene's going to give a little land acknowledgement before we get started. Thank you, Shailene. All right. So first of all, I hope everyone will enjoy the night. If you have any feedback, if you're an athlete or coach, I welcome any, so please send it my way. If you're a graduating athlete, you will have a little cardboard, foldable, team picture, individual picture, so you haven't got that yet. Just talk to your coaches, they have access to that, or they have them all. And on your way out, I'll remind everyone as well, but when you leave today, there will be a little filler for the program. It'll have all the awards, recipients and stuff, so you can get that on the way out as a keepsake if you'd like. I just want to kind of highlight that we have 23 teams at M.E.Lazerte, 13 sports. We will highlight some of our successes and stuff later in the program, but I just wanted to mention the number of teams and the sports that we offer here, and it's a huge amount. So as you can see by the number of athletes and coaches here. I'm also really excited this year because we are tying our Wall of Fame and history of athletics into our athletic award banquet as well. So later in the program, we're gonna be inducting or honoring two teams, builders into our Wall of Fame. I'm not going to go into it too much right now, but we're really excited to see that later in the program. I want to give some thanks to some people first before we get eating. First of all, coaches, administrators, parents, athletes. Obviously, it's not possible without everyone. We also have a trainer, Kristen Moon. I don't know if she's here, but she did help a lot of our teams and athletes out throughout the year. Cafeteria staff. We have Shannon, Conrad, Patricia. We have a few students, Ben, Cameron, and Emily, all making the food tonight and putting lots of time and effort into making it special for us. Lots of help from the office staff. Our Alumni Association leader, Mike Stefan, couldn't make it tonight, but I'd like to thank him. He is a big supporter of Lazerte, and this Wall of Fame and everything alumni associated wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So I just want to acknowledge he can't be here tonight, but a big supporter. One alumni I'd like to just thank tonight as well. We had a big donation this year by alumni Matt Callio. He's NBA ref, first Canadian NBA ref. He donated close to $4,000 to support our senior boys and senior girls basketball team with shoes this year. So he also, yeah, thank you, yeah. No problem. I think he said he had a basketball game to ref tonight, that's why he couldn't be here, but I did invite him, and in future years I will continue to invite him, but he couldn't make it. I'd like to just, I know there's a lot of athletes here. If you helped set up this gym yesterday, could you please stand up? Athletes, stand up, stand up, stand up. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. Obviously, this took quite a bit of work, and I sent an email out, and we had tons of athletes and people that came out, and it was, I think we were done in an hour and a half, 2 hours, which was not what I expected, but thank you so much. I'd like to thank my awards night committee that has helped with everything. And last but not least, athletic leadership, which you're going to hear more about later in the program as well. There's many students here that volunteer their time throughout the season. They're helping tonight as well. So thank you to them as well. We are going to start with the food. So we're going to start with the cafeteria mentioned that it's easier if we do 4 tables at a time. So we're going to start with tables 1 to 4 first. Okay, 1 to 4. Tables 5 to 8 as well. Tables 5 to 8. we call the award winners up, it is going to be a little bit of an assembly line. We're going to call the winners. They're going to come up, they're going to get a picture, and then as they're coming up, we're going to be calling the next ones. So if you would like any photos with your coaches or any other friends after, there will be some opportunity at the end. We would like everyone to come up on the right side here. Okay, so you'll come up on the right side of the stage, come across the stage, accept your award, and then you will go down to the screen over there to get a photo. Thank you, Chief. For anyone that doesn't know what the Heart Award is, basically the Heart Award recognizes a student athlete who demonstrated a commitment to their team. They are a positive role model, a great leader in all aspects of their team. They have a strong work ethic and are full of school spirit. Okay? So we are going to start with the golf team. Go ahead, Shane.
MVP award goes to Drayden Beerchaw. The Heart Award goes to Jacob Mika.
All right, moving on to cross country.
The MVP goes to Chase Koek and Dale Armstrong.
Unfortunately, Chase is not here tonight, so we will make sure he gets the award.
And the heart goes to Duncan Gaunt and Elizabeth Shemcha.
All right, moving on to football. Go ahead, Julie.
The offensive MVP goes to Daniel Campbell. Defense MVP goes to Tyler Stachan. And the heart goes to Ethan Roy.
For football, they have a few other very big awards that they hand out at their own banquet that we want to acknowledge. There's a lot of history in the awards, so that's why we're acknowledging them here. So at their awards banquet earlier in the year, their Thom Elniski MVP went to Taylor Snessett. Sorry, keep it on that slide, sorry. The 10 Championship Lineman Award goes to Osis Okamoze. Their offensive MVPs and defensive MVPs went to Daniel Campbell and Zachary Samuels. Their Tony Andrusiak Top Career Contributor and Bo Drennick Awards went to Ethan Roy and Daniel Rutten. And the Chris Morris Student Athlete Award went to Graham Takuchi. Moving on to senior girls rugby.
Forward MVP goes to Cassandra Moffett. Back MVP goes to Athena A. And hard goes to Emma Cardinal.
Alright, moving on to slow pitch, and again there's 2 MVPs and 2 hearts.
MVP goes to Jack Rome and Candice And hard goes to Ryan Sereniak and Holly Erminoy.
Our next division is unified. Unfortunately, Kyle Crooks could not make it tonight, but he is our MVP of our unified team. Moving on to athletic leadership, and I just want to say, I was going to elaborate a little more on this now. For anyone that doesn't know, athletic leadership in my mind is the most important team in our school. They're the ones working the games, doing the scorekeeping, they're doing the soccer lines. Nothing would happen if we didn't have athletic leadership, so I want to just give everyone a round of applause for athletic leadership. Go ahead.
The MVP goes to Ethan Long and Sydney Norman. We have had some very special accomplishments happen this year, and now I'll hand it over to Mr. McAlpine to tell you what they are.
Alright, so we're going to start at the start of the season. We're going to highlight some of our big accomplishments. We start with swim. We had 2 Metro silver medals. Jeevan Canister, 100-meter backstroke, and Victor Kwok, 50-meter butterfly. And I just want to give a heads up to the rugby coaches when you make your way up here. For badminton, we had 2 athletes make it to provincials. They won a silver medal at Metro, and they won a silver medal at provincials. Kelson Nguyen and Greg Frisk. And for rugby, I couldn't do it justice. I need one of the coaches just to say something quickly here. So, come on up.
Teams that actually got here, you girls worked your, I say it? Okay, you were dedicated
experience. They had never played this game before. Most of them had never seen this game before. They worked so hard and they had so much fun. One of my favorite moments this year at a practice, we were trying to shut it down and send them to class in the morning. And they said, please, one more. And that was them all season, and that was them in that final game. They won one more minute, one more try, they didn't quit. It was amazing. Great support.
Thank you. Congrats, ladies. All right, moving on to track and field. I want to highlight Keontae Jackson. He won a gold medal in the high jump. I'm just going to say he's a beginner, just started learning high jump, won the gold medal at the Metro Championships, and technically he was tied for second at provincials, but because of the way they do faults and whatever, he ended up finishing fourth. But technically, height-wise, he was tied for second, so huge accomplishment. He's got 2 more years with us. We're really excited. The next person, I will call him to the stage in a second, but I'll do the talking first, and then he can come to the stage after, so he's not standing up here. We had an athlete, Daniel Kidd, that won the 100 meter, the 200 meter at the Metro Championships, won the 100 meter, 200 meter at the provincials, but not only that, he set a 200 meter Metro record of 20.92. He set a ASAA provincial 200 meter record of 20.87, 20-year-old record that was beat by almost a second. So very incredible. So we are very, very proud of Daniel. We look forward to his future and the many more accomplishments. He is a graduate this year. I have told them that I definitely want to stay connected with him, and we look forward to seeing, where he can take himself. Come on up, Daniel. Yeah. We got a little plaque for him here. Just saying 200 meters, his Metro record, his ASAA record. I was talking to his dad the other day, and I think there's even other records that I'm not even aware of that he broke, but these are the Metro and the ASAA records. I do want to acknowledge, I don't know if you know, but your parents are upstairs there watching right now too, so. Congratulations. Moving on to our last major accomplishment of the year was very, very recent. The Metro, new sport in the Metro League this year was slow pitch, and we did win. I'm just going to say we won the championship this year in slow pitch. So congratulations, slow pitch. All right, moving on to one of our major awards that we hand out every year. This is the first time we're doing it at the athletic banquet. We all will also honor it at the awards banquet next year. But Shailene's going to talk a little bit about our Thom Elniski Award.
The Thom Elniski Award goes to the student completing the 12th grade year and possesses the characteristics that Thom Elniski demonstrated on a daily basis. Through his hard work with young people, the school community, and sport, attached to this is a $750 check for the winning recipients as well. And this award is an appreciation and demonstration of the qualities integral to leadership in sport through effort and determination. This may be through involvement in sport and/or other community and school positions.
So we're going to get, if we can get Stash Elniski, Tom's daughter, to come up on stage. I'm going to speak. So just going to quickly, it's hard to do this quickly. and I don't think I can say too much without everyone knowing who the recipient is anyway. But I would like to highlight one thing in the Elniski Award when it says this may be through the involvement in sport and or other community and school positions. We have had a student at our school for the past 3 years that has put tremendous amount of hours into sports, scorekeeping basketball, scorekeeping volleyball. He has probably put close to 250 hours of volunteer time this year into just the scorekeeping and dedication to sport within the school. I'm just going to say his name, it's Ethan Wong. I have a few more things to say, so just 1 sec. I didn't have to worry about any of my athletic leadership. He was the one communicating to all the other athletic leadership, creating the schedules. He made a manual for volleyball and a manual for basketball on how to set up scorekeeping. I'm going to ask him in about a week to do a little video for me too. I don't think I told him that yet, but not only that, he's our IT guy. If something goes wrong, there's a speaker going off, he fixes it. I'm at home watching the live stream this year. I see Ethan running around the gym fixing things. Scoreboards are going off and then they're going back on. There is no one that is more deserving of this award than Ethan Wong, and we're really going to miss you. Thank you for everything you've done. And your parents are upstairs too. This happened at the football game a couple years ago, 2019. I'll speak on behalf of it and then I'll get Bo to come up. But Bo Jareniak was our first person that we inducted into the Wall of Fame. As you guys leave today, you'll see a little board and stuff and names, and it's got teams and builders and athletes, and you can kind of see what we've started there. But Bo got honored in 2019. He's our first inductee. He began his teaching career in 1978, started coaching at Lazerte in 1983, and still continues to be involved within our school, coaching teams. He led Lazerte football teams to a championship in 1990, 92, 96, 97. We have a small keeper plaque. We'd just like to thank him again. Quickly, Bo Jareniak, if you'd like to come on up, please. Display case out front at some point. The next honoree inductee, I'm going to get Andrew Parker to come up to talk about Thom Elniski. And grandson Jaden's coming up as well.
Because this man, who the Lord is named after, sacrificed and gave me a path. He's here every day. I'm here every day. Well, maybe we're here to be there every day for each other. Jaden, your grandfather was my basketball dad. That's a lot to say anywhere these days. But it's a lot to say about someone that gave me a lot and gave a lot to all of us every day. Sometimes there's someone on the sideline that isn't your dad, but you know he'd do what your dad would do when placed in that situation every day. We call this man Coach Elniski and nothing else. Coach E every day. The Godfather. And just like the movie The Godfather, the Don perishes before Michael, Santino, and Fredo are ready to lead the family. And in 2004, our Godfather passed away. But a wise Don always prepares the next Don by giving them everything they need before they need it every day. I can proudly say that I am the greatest coach that ever jogged the streets of North Edmonton every day. What's a mentor but someone that is there every day? And the days he missed, I worried. Because the whole reason I came to school was to see Coach E every day. One day I saw Coach running on the street, sleeveless shirt, music on his Walkman. For the kids these days, it's like an iPod, iPad, whatever you want to call it. And I said, "Hey, Coach." And he kept jogging. So I screamed, "Hey, Coach." He still didn't hear me. So I left the street ball court and I started jogging alongside my coach until he noticed it was me and said, "I can't stop jogging. I got one more game to go." I said, "That's cool, Coach." And without even knowing it, we jogged around the whole neighborhood talking while jogging together. I got so caught up I forgot my bag, my jeans. I didn't have a phone those days, so a bus pass was like my most prized possession. But somehow it didn't matter because I was jogging with my coach. And his voice mattered to me because my voice mattered to him. Coach Elniski was a hero, but he didn't need a cape, a mask, big muscles, a theme song. He just needed us. And we needed him. And I need him right now. But he's gone. But everything he taught us is everything we will ever need every day. And the way I honor him is by speaking right now about someone that made a difference in my life every day. For brothers like me, it meant something when someone was there every day. At home, school, the gym, every day. So Jay, honoring my coach, your grandfather, is something that I love to do every day. He's here every day. I'm here every day. Well, maybe we're here to be there every day for each other. Thank you, everyone. So this is what
The reason I was mentioned earlier in the program, I was really excited about including this in our banquet, which is I think it's really cool for our current athletes to see the history and the things that our athletes and builders accomplished. And so the next up here, our last one, is the 1974 women's basketball team. I'm going to get head coach Sandy Wright to come up and talk about our first ever provincial team championship in this school.
Thank you very much, hard act to follow. I hope you'll bear with me. I want to tell you a few things about the school in 1970 and about our team. All of us are really excited to be back at Lazerte and in the gym where we had great memories of practicing and playing. It's been 48 years, but it seems like yesterday. Before I introduce the girls, I'd like to give you a little ancient history of the school and of our team. I taught and coached here for the first 5 years that the school was open, from 1970 to 1975. In fact, I was in this gym for the official opening of M.E.Lazerte in 1970, 52 years ago. The highlight of that evening was hearing Dr. Ezra Lazerte in attendance. He was 85 years old and he gave an inspiring speech. When Lazerte opened in 1970, the school was on the northern edge of Edmonton. There wasn't much city north of the school, and there was no Londonderry Mall, and there was no Londonderry Fitness and Leisure Centre. Because we wanted to include swimming, tennis, golf, outdoor camping in our phys ed program, our phys ed department bought a school bus, and the male and female teachers drove their classes to swimming pools, tennis courts, driving ranges, pitch and putt, and on camping trips. We even drove the bus to transport teams to league games and competition. That seems like a wild dream right now. Anyway, in the 1960s, Sturgeon County to the north had no high school, so the county students were bused into Edmonton. When Lazerte opened, all of the Sturgeon County high school students from Bonnecourt, Gibbons, Horse Hill, and Mayo were bused to Lazerte. Until a high school was built in Sturgeon County in 1977, Lazerte was a mix of city kids and country kids. Our 1974 team had 5 representatives from the county of Sturgeon and 5 from the city of Edmonton, and it was a wonderful combination. Now a little bit of history of our team. In 1973, that was the year before we won the provincials, the senior girls lost in the city finals, represented Edmonton in the provincials, and won the consolation side of the tournament. There were 5 returning players from that team. The 5 junior girls moving up to senior were city finalists. So I knew that we had a really good chance of winning the provincial title, but I wanted the team to make the decision. So we sat down together, and the girls made their goal a win of the provincial championship. So to that end, we developed a training regime. A Lazerte teacher in the carpentry area was a bodybuilder and a weightlifter. He set up a weight training circuit for the girls, which they did every day before practice down in his shop. The girls also ran up and down the stairs from floor to floor. As well, they did wind sprints at the end of every practice. Needless to say, the girls were strong and in good shape. Our team was the only team in the Edmonton Senior Girls High School League with music for their warm-up. Of course, it was all the current 70s pop music. This wasn't my doing. The girls made the warm-up tapes and took a boombox to every game and set up the music. I copied the U of A Golden Bears men's basketball team, fairly complicated warm-up, and taught it to the girls. All of the girls practiced jump shots, and at that time, there weren't very many girls who could do a jump shot. The team played a full court press for the whole game. For the most part, we intimidated almost every team we played. Our record for the year, including exhibition games, league games, as well as city and provincial finals, was 26 wins and 0 losses. Most of Thank you so much. Most of our wins were quite lopsided in our favor. Besides Besides winning the provincial title, the 1974 team was awarded the Sportsmanship Trophy at the provincial championships. This was certainly a credit to their demeanor on the floor. The 1974 senior girls team was the first team from Lazerte to win a provincial championship. Every 10 years after our provincial win, we had a little reunion. On the 30th year reunion, the girls tossed around the idea of competing in the 2009 World Masters Games in Sydney, Australia. Over the next 4 years, the girls met regularly. They did yoga, they exercised, they practiced basketball skills in a gym. The season before we went to Australia, the girls got up the courage to enter a VG's team in the Edmonton Women's City League. After a rough start, the girls got in shape and ended up winning their division against teams half their age. A couple of the girls had daughters on teams that we played against. Anyway, 9 of the original 10 players traveled to Australia as voyageurs, complete with our orange uniforms. We did recruit 3 other former VGs from other Lazerte senior teams to travel and play with us in Australia. They are in attendance tonight to support their friends and teammates. Karen and Audrey, give us a little wave so we know who you are. These 3 are now permanent members of our group. A few weeks before we departed for Australia, we were invited to play the 2009 Lazerte Senior Girls Basketball team during a noon hour. To our surprise, once the game started, the gym filled completely. It was so loud that I couldn't even talk to the girls on the floor. They cheered for our team and they cheered for their team. The 2000 Lazerte girls team were so gracious, even though we beat them. And we treasured the warm reception we received at our school, just like tonight. I'd like now to call the girls to come up to the stage. She was the co-captain of the team. This is her sister Sharon Draper. Jean Littman. Put your hand up when Lynn Spray. Lori Holder. Our manager, Lori Wyszynski. Deb Yukich. And sadly, one of our teammates passed away in December. And we have her daughter, Erin, on the stage representing her mother. Sherry Stevenson, Deb Rye, and Wendy Labastro. By the way, that's their maiden name, not their married name, for all of these girls. And sadly, Sherry and Deb just contacted COVID, and they were so looking forward to being here. Anyway, I really want to thank you for your attention. I thought, oh my God, my speech is way too long. But you were a wonderful audience and so attentive. Now we have one of our team wants to say a thank you.
I'm telling you, just right from our heart, like this, I'm going to start crying. This has been so amazing to be in this gym. This is like 48 years later, and the same school spirit and young people that are excited about what they do. So it is really an honor that we can be here and help celebrate with all our amazing Voyagers. And really, congratulations to each and every one of you athletes, the coaches, the teachers, everyone that helped make this amazing day happen. Now, as this is kind of just came across in all our minds, we've been thinking about this all night, as all of us up here are looking out at all of you down there, this thought crossed our mind: were we ever that young? And then that being said, we think there's a really good chance of all of you down there looking up at all of us up here. One day are we going to be that old? And the answer is absolutely a resounding yes. And that's why celebrations like these are so important. And because this moment of time, treasure this moment of time and everything that you accomplished, all the awards and everything that you accomplished, because it will impact what you do, like what you have done, what you have accomplished will impact for amazing moments in the future. And so Mrs. Wright, she just did an incredible job of sharing our story. And it's just a story that just keeps going and going. Like, you realize that we have stayed together as a team for 48 years. In 2 years, it will be half a century. And so often people ask, well, how did you stay as a team? How did you stay connected for half a century? And we all agreed, it was resounding, everyone was in consensus. It was because of our amazing coach, Mrs. Wright. Of how blessed we were to have her as a coach, even as that young man talked about Coach Elniski. And we're even more grateful because she continues to be our mentor, and even more than that, she is our friend. Mrs. Wright was a master coach. She is, is, she continues to be. But if you think about 50 years ago, back in 1974, she did things way beyond what was happening there, of all the things that she implemented into our program. And yet she took a bunch of, when we were absolutely, I know you can't tell now, we were laughing so hard when we were all taking pictures. We watched all you young people, you were up, down, up, down. And when we all got together, they said, is there any of us that can actually kneel? And then we cheered when the ones that were kneeling actually were able to stand up. But she had this way, like she said, that she got us together. She got us to buy in, and I'm sure that's what your coaches are doing here today, that we were going to make a goal. And we had all these big dreams, but what she was able to do was each one of us had a role to play. And if we wanted to accomplish the big goals that we had, each one of us had to work at the role that we had, and we had to encourage each other. And so because of that, that it really made us be absolutely better people. We became the best versions of ourselves. And really, what that has done, and everything that you've accomplished in this year and in your high school years, absolutely affects when you go out. So a lot of us became coaches, became teachers, professional people, entrepreneurs, business people, and it affected everything that we did, because what we wanted to do, no matter what vocation, what line of work we're in, we wanted to make an impact. We wanted to make our world a better place, just like Mrs. Wright had made ours. And the other thing was accountability. Oh, she was good. Each one of us have our own story of about a time when we maybe didn't make the wisest decision. We didn't think our decisions through. And I know probably none of you can relate to that, but back then we were kids, and sometimes we just seriously didn't think about the decisions that we were making. But she made us to be accountable to every decision, especially as it affected the team, and more importantly, as it affected us personally. And so as a result, there was often remorse, because we felt really bad that we disappointed her. But this is what was really important. The remorse wasn't out of guilt, wasn't out of manipulation, wasn't out of coercion. It was from the heart of a coach that loved us unconditionally. She seen the best in us and she wanted the best for us. And so that is absolutely crazy. So again, thank you, Mrs. Wright, for instilling in us that what is possible, when anything's possible, when you make a goal and go after it. And thank you, M.E.Lazerte. Thank you for letting us share in this special evening and this incredible honor. Like, we seriously will honor this, treasure this for the rest of our lives. And no matter how crazy life gets, let tonight, like for us and everything that we learned or heard in the speeches, let tonight be an anchor, knowing that when we really, truly care about others, when we care about our teammates, and we care about our coaches, and our teachers, and our families, and all the amazing people that have given us these amazing life, we can make a difference. And just like this is what Mrs. Wright had taught us, if we sincerely help others to get what they want out of life, help them fulfill their dreams, help them fulfill their goals, then we truly become enriched. So let this night be a catalyst, so whether you're 16 or 86 or anywhere in between.
I'm not 86.
My mom is here and she's 85 and she's going to be 86. And so, but let tonight be a catalyst that we can still become the incredible person, a better version of the person that we were meant to be. So thank you again. It's been an absolute honor to be here tonight.
Male and female athlete of the years are. So on the female side, we have Dale Armstrong, Ashton. These are just nominees, and we're going to list a few, so just kind of stay safe. We have Dale Armstrong, Ashley Boateng, Carla Mohana, and M.E.Lazerte High. On the men's side, we have Benson Jim, Keontae Jackson, Chase Swift, and Tony. And our winners of the Athlete of the Year for grade 10 is Dale Armstrong and Chase Swift. If I can get this welcome to the Athlete of the Year, please stand up.
Okay, so I get to talk about this lovely little weirdo. Come on over. Hopefully you all know who Dayla is. Dayla is a person who just personifies a great teammate and a great athlete. Through her work ethic, through her dedication to sport. I think she ended up more being my assistant coach and like emotional support human for soccer this year because she was injured. But she brought so much life and energy to everywhere she goes. She has talent, she has work ethic, she has heart, and I just can't wait to see what she does for the next 2 years. So, congratulations to her.
Chase going to be here tonight, but I have some words from his soccer coach, Mr. Smith. Chase, you were chosen as the top grade 10 student athlete for senior boys soccer because of your outstanding performances in the midfield this season. Whether I called upon you to play some minutes or a full match, it didn't matter. You always knew your role, gave me that look of confidence, and fulfilled your tasks in the middle of the pitch expertly. If I needed our team to win more headers, get stuck into challenges, or just calm the game down, you were one of many guys leading the line, giving all that you had. You displayed a positive attitude throughout the season and made the time you had on the field really count. I'm looking forward to working with you on the pitch again next season. Congrats on this achievement and enjoy your summer. Congrats, Chase.
Thank you. All right, moving on to the grade 11 nominees. So on the female side, we have Camila Candido and Akita Ng. On the male side, we have Jaden Lamb, Kelson Newman, Jeevan Panisser, and Hayden Robertson. And the winners of the Athlete of the Year for grade 11 is Akina Ng. And we have a few speakers here.
Absolutely incredible athlete and student. Akita was a member of the swim, volleyball, track, rugby teams. All of her coaches described her as incredibly strong, hardworking, and incredibly positive to have on a team. Her presence is always known, whether she's on the court, in the pool, or on the field, or on the track. She's extremely determined and steps up when it's time to compete. She's an absolute game changer when it comes to everything that she does, the intensity with which she plays, and the heart. Thank you. Congratulations.
And I'm going to speak about Kelson here. I'm going to speak from the badminton perspective a little more, but Kelson was on the volleyball team and one of the major contributors on the senior boys volleyball team as a grade 11. Won the Hart Award earlier on the volleyball team as well. From the badminton perspective, he won a silver medal at the Metro Championships, went on to provincials with his partner Greg, who won the silver medal at provincials. A huge accomplishment. To win any sort of medal at any sort of provincials is a big deal. He's a great athlete, a great person, a great role model for the school, and want to congratulate Kelson. All right, moving on to the grade 12. The female nominees, we have, and just wait till they all get listed, please. Emma Cardinal, Peyton Cooper, Kathy Lamb, and Cassandra Moffat. Grade 12 nominees, there are 6, so hold your applause. Dryden Fairchalk, Daniel Kidd, Victor Kwok, Ajak Nugot, Zachary Samuels, and Alu Gordon. If I can get Mr. Cordy and Mr. Houghton to kind of start coming to the stage, but our grade 12 Athlete of the Years go to Kathy Lamb and Zachary Samuels.
Can I get From a badminton stats perspective, she narrowly missed qualifying for provincials in singles, doubles, and mixed. She improved so much, and if there was no COVID, she would have surely made provincials. When I evaluate all these wonderful comments, I can say that the coaching staff of the senior girls, Mr. Staples and myself, echo these sentiments. When discussing Athlete of the Year, a number of criteria are considered. This often includes statistics, accolades, how many teams they played on, and many others. But sports also provides the platform to tap into the things that are hard to measure in life, the intangibles. These are things that you don't see on paper, but instead are essential to team success, and they create the beautiful moments that every team strives for. I might get a little emotional. It's truly extraordinary to witness someone take pride in everything that they do, and Kathy personifies this on a daily basis. Her abilities in athletics are matched by those in the classroom, both of which she approaches with a relentless dedication, and this dedication is only bested by one thing, her incredible ability to make those around her better. Kathy is a leader, not necessarily through words or outward emotions, but rather through her actions. She approaches every play of every game, no matter the sport, with the never say die attitude. She is fearless in the face of adversity, and she recognizes the importance of every single task asked of her, big or small. What is truly admirable, though, is that she equally acknowledges the value of everything that her teammates do. Her willingness to fight and compete is infectious, and it is a rare ability to unconsciously cause others around her to push beyond their limits. She has a strong sense of emotional maturity, so strong in fact that it only took her a month and a half to flash a smile at practice. And she has taught me so much as a coach, but the thing that stands out the most is that passion comes in a variety of forms. Kathy, we hope that you carry your devotion and determination to all your future endeavors, and we hope that you continue to feel pride in everything you do and never stop caring about those around you. Can we get a round of applause for her?
That's the one word that stands out to me when I think of Zach Samuels. We got a room full of coaches in the back here. You ask any of them, what is the one hardest quality to find in a high school athlete, a 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kid, and it's leadership. But Zach Samuels came into this school and came into football and rugby programs with that right from the get-go. Okay? He's a role model for players on our team, players that are older than him, players that are younger than him. He's an outstanding citizen in the community. He's a cadet. He's working in the school, through culinary programs and things like that. Zach Samuels is the definition of a student athlete. Okay, he is more than just a great football player and a great rugby player. He's a great human being. He's a great leader, and he's the most deserving person for this award. He's a man who finishes what he starts. Okay, and that's why he's out here tonight. So let's give him a round of applause.
So I'm going to take a little bit of a lighter side of things. Rugby is a game that a lot of us in this room don't know a lot about, and the team that we had come together this year was complete rookies from top to bottom. When we play rugby, it's amazing for your football players if you ever want to come out, but we have a division. We have the forwards over here, we have the backs over here. The forwards, you can kind of relate it to the idea of the rabbit and the tortoise, right? The rabbit, the hare, those are your backs. They're fast, they look good, they come out of the game, the hair is so perfect. Forwards, on the other hand, are the slow, hard-working, tough guys, and they come out of the game looking like they've been beat up. Zach Urban was a forward, and he did an amazing job at it. you can't ask for a better person to be a leader on your team than a guy that's willing to put his face in the way of danger. You get right in there, you get smacked in the head, you do the tackles, and you come out with a big grin on your face. That's the character that he has, and that's exactly what we were looking for, and he did an amazing job for us. Fully deserving of this award. Most valuable player, grade 12, most valuable athlete. Even better. Zach Samuels.
Okay, everyone, that is a wrap, but I have a few things I just want to end with here. So, if you'd like a little keepsake, you can take the program that's on your table. There's also a few extras out there. On your way out, there will be a little filler that has all the awards and things that you can take as well if you want that as a keepsake. But on the last note, athletes, we need some help. So I realize, just listen, I do realize that some of you may want to take a few more pictures, you may want to do a few more things, and I get that, it's totally good, but we do need some help. Okay, there's someone come up here, but we do need some help with cleanup. So, athletes, are you listening to me? We had lots of athletes come yesterday to set up the gym. We would love for all athletes to help with tablecloths and everything, and we can be done in 20 minutes probably. And let's not let